What's going on, family? It's your big brother K Reno. I'm in here with my brother Wash Off. And before we get started, the first thing we want to do is thank God. We want to thank Him for everything that we have and everything that He's blessed us with. And it's crazy because even though we thank Him a lot, we can still never thank Him enough. He blessed us to recognize the truth, learn the truth, and then speak the truth. And once you believe that truth, then it becomes your truth. So speak your truth. Speak it even when it's a little different from somebody else's. Because we gotta understand that it is possible for more than one thing to be right. But what's even better than speaking the truth is living the truth. And then standing on it. Stand on it even when the whole world is coming down on your head. Stand on it even though they gonna call you crazy. They gonna say that your truth is a lie. They might even plot and plan against you. But you stand on it with no fear. Cause when you fear man, you disrespect God. And what good is gonna come out of that? So enough of all this yapping. It's time to hear some truth in this rapping. And as you listen, you'll find yourself having to make a decision. And the question will be, will you ride with the authentic, or will you ride with something that's not really yours, like a car that's rented?
I'm here to tell you today that you can't trust everybody. I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there know you can't trust everybody. You got to have a discerning spirit. I'm not up here trying to be no preacher. I'm not trying to be no teacher. I'm just speaking from personal experience and the things that I went through. Just trust and thinking people are going to uplift you just because they your cousins or they your so-called friends. That don't be the case. A lot of times, if people can't get something out of a situation, then they, leave you alone, or they don't help you get to that next level. And then a lot of times, people can get something out of it, but just the hate won't allow them to help you. The hate won't allow them to extend their hand to pick you up when you fall. Even if it's money on the table, they'll refuse that money because of the hate. They don't want to see you elevate. Like I have a couple of businesses that I'm running, and a lot of times I need work from different people. Like I might need graphic designers. I might need people to help me with ideas and, to give me feedback on some of the things that I might have that I would think that'll benefit my businesses in the future, and, so on and so on. And I thought I had those people, graphic designers and people that will give me, constructive criticism. But when it came down to it, I didn't. Those people that I thought that I had in my corner, they, wasn't in my corner, even when there was money on the table. I believe in paying people for their services, even if it's $1 or $2, whatever it is that I have. I believe in, paying people for their services. I don't look to get nothing free. So if it's money on the table and somebody that's saying that they down with you, or they your kindred or your homeboy, and they don't help you, and there's money on the table, that's just straight hate. I mean, that's hate. They don't want to see you make it. Maybe because they haven't made it, or maybe because they feel like they should have thought about that first, or it could be a number of reasons. But having family members that's that you look up to, or that you looked up to, for them to stab you in the back or to do wrong towards you, sometimes that can hurt. But get over it. Everybody, go through that shit. You just got to get over it. It was a time where I was, in the music and like was in it real hard and just was loving it, loving making, writing songs and producing songs, and I was loving it. And the thing about it was I didn't have the resources. I ain't had the finances to put it out there and make something happen with it. And I had family members that was in the game, and it was this one family member came to me with a proposition, and he was like, hey, I got the money, you got the connections, you producing, let's go on, put this thing together and make something happen. And at the time I felt, he was trustworthy, and so I went on with it. Went along with, his propose, what he had proposed. And so we, link up, I hook him up with all the people that I know. And over time, it started off, it's us, but over time, and it wasn't that long. It was a short period where he just cut me out and took all my connections and ran with it. And of course, he got money, so the people that I connected him with, I can't tell them not to get their money because this nigga done, flipped on me. So I just let it be, and I just sat back in the cut and just, pretty much watch, him do his thing with a whole nother team that he had formulated. And it bothered me, but like I say, life goes on, and those that do you like that, eventually, they're gonna reap what they sow. It's gonna catch back up to them, and eventually that's what happened. Everything that he thought was gonna jump off, it didn't even go the way that he thought it was gonna go. So eventually he fell off, and I can't say he humbled himself. I can just say that he fell off and he tried to, come back around the people that he did wrong and tried to act like he was humble, but he really wasn't. And how I know that is because it's a cycle with him. He did that. He always thinking about ways of coming up off of you and cutting you out of deals. And so, me having a discerning spirit, I seen that, and I pretty much kept him at a distance. But it's people out there that you have in your circle that ain't really down with you the way they supposed to be, or the way that you feel they supposed to be. So you gotta limit those people that's around you. You can't have a lot of people around you, because you have a lot of people around you, it's so much confusion. You don't know who's who. You have all these wolves in sheep's clothing. So you can't have all of them around you. You got to have only a few. And even, today in some of the things that I'm doing, or that I'm trying to do, a lot of people that I know look at, some of my endeavors, and they act like they want to help, but, they really out for self. If it ain't benefiting them, then, hey, they ain't going to help you. When the thing about it is, help somebody, you help them get to a certain level, then they'll help you get to a certain level. You push them, what is it, the crabs in the bucket or something like that. You push them over the top, and then they'll reach down and they'll pull you up and help you out of the bucket. But a lot of people don't look at life like that. It's I gotta get mines up front. If I don't get mines up front, then I'm not gonna help you. But they supposed to be your family member. They supposed to be your homies. They supposed to be down with you. All that. But if they ain't getting nothing out of it, then they ain't fucking with you. And that's cool. That's cool because me, I'd rather deal with a stranger or somebody that don't know me and pay them to do the jobs that I'm asking my kindred or my homeboys to do. I'd rather pay a stranger before I, deal with them. Not all of them, not all my kinfolks, not all my homies like that. I'm just saying that I'd rather pay a stranger before I try to get, somebody close to me to help me out with something. They say don't mix, what is it, business with family or some shit like that. That's what they say, or that's what I heard. Don't mix business with your family because, it'd be bad shit that come from it. It don't be positive. Very seldom the shit be positive. Positive come out of it. But I think, all this shit out here, man, just trusting people and you can't do it.